Nothing that I could do was rain on me. I watch the rain on me. I watch the rain on me. Pushing me down, done the shame on the cat. All I needed was relief. I gave my cat. I got you ready. I today on the cat. You know, put a back for the lower bar. Pushing me down, done the shame on the cat. All I needed was relief. I gave my cat. I got you ready. I today on the cat. Ele takes, ele gives, ele gives, ele takes, ele class, ele police, ele does, ele woofy, ele chinas, ele dinas, ele jazz, ele beats, ele fast, ele pop on my chair, he was open, follow up, go back, follow up, it's the pass, okay, never come, nigga, man, fuck, kill a bit fat, no, the millers and last to my nigga, that a bit never, you know, to slide out of this was a part of the surprise, got a niggas, it's not a good to recover your father. You know, we try to well, it's not the sun, but it's better how you approach. And I put my hand on my chest, yes. I regret to come in on the best. Yes, people on the mirrors for the best. I said I'm gonna rest. People on the mistakes. Yes, and I put my hand on my chest. Yes, people on the mirrors for the best. Yes, people on the mirrors for the best. I said I'm gonna rest. I put my middle in everything I do. And I stay consistent when I'm making my moves. When I never see me finish, I know before. Smile with the competition, everything go. I know sick of the and the things I did do. That's why I can never fall a victim to you. So I am perfect, sometimes I'm just so cool. But you know what you found is what you really do. Someone else is the same, not even you. We are still better. You know the money can change me anywhere. All my people go with no stress, we did that, yeah. All of it to see that dog, swear don't be like when you can't see I submit. I put to my show me some talent. And I thought I would play a dog for me. Evidence in my first in my country. Oh, but for your band. But she lived in a condition for the car. All I need is a daddy money car. I got you ready. So, that's all I want. She lived in a condition for the car. All I needed was to take my guitar. Cause don't you really need that? You need to try it first. Yes. And I put my hand on my chest. Yes. I regret to come in on the best. Yes. People on the mirrors for the best. Cause I don't go rest. People on me out of flex. Yes. And I put my hand on my chest. Yes. People on the mirrors to come in on the best. Yes. People on the mirrors for the best. Cause I don't go rest. Yeah, this. Why you crying? You're just my boy. You find nobody close.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Please, if you can hear me, you could just like react. Okay, great. Seems everyone can hear me. How is it going? Welcome to the Community Leads in Africa Summit. It's great to it's great to have everyone join us today. Um, I think let's just give it a few more minutes to enable more people to join us before we start session. I think my background is kind of noisy. Currently outside preparing for a physical event tomorrow. Yeah, kind of crazy a bit. But yeah, let's just give it a few minutes for more people to join us before we can start it. Our speaker is already here. So let's just like vibe to the music a bit and just like give it extra 3 minutes before we can start the first session we're having today. Okay, everyone. It's great to have you all here. Um, give me a minute. Let me kind of like leave the venue to get somewhere a bit quiet. So, okay, great. Thank you everyone for joining us for the Community Leads in Africa Summit. It's great to be doing this again. We also the first one. I think that was around last year. We saw the first one last year, around March, where we had conversations around building sustainable communities. But for this year, we are focusing more on, diving more deep into beyond the basis of community building. We're having more conversations that deepen our knowledge when it comes to creating engagement, curating content, building community, not just developer focus, but kind of like product focus. So I think we're having 3 sessions today. We're having this first session, which is um, supercharging growth for building product focus community. Sorry, product focus community. We're having another session by 7 p.m. with Aniedu Doban, program manager at Google, on a conversation on supporting people, products, through community, and having a last session for community building for business, as a business strategy for company that basically focus on people who are building businesses, startups, are thinking of leveraging our community, how they could able to do that and also see the benefit of doing so. So without wasting more time, let's just kickstart our first session for today. Hi, Brian, if I pronounce that correctly. Did I?
Yeah, Ibrahim. Yeah, sure. Hi, Timothy. Hi,
Timothy.
everyone.
All right. Was the pronunciation correct for the name?
Yeah, Ibrahim. Yeah, sure.
Right. Oh, great. At least I didn't bother the name. Yeah. Okay. Let me hand over the mic to you. Just confirm if you're able to share your screen.
All right. Let me try. So, I think I can share my screen now.
Awesome. Great. Okay.
Yep. So so can you confirm if you can see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. I can.
All right, great. So I think we can kickstart now, right?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, we can.
All right, great. Hi everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're joining from. My name is Ibrahim, and I lead developers community efforts at Prembly. And what do we do at Prembly? We are compliance and security infrastructure companies, right? So we help you, verify users and customer identity on the go, leveraging on AI tools. Um, so today I'll be speaking to you about how you can actually supercharge your growth and how you can build a product-led community, for success. And then I think there are a lot of things we need to, understand why building community, and then you can also figure out what type of community and then what are your target audience. So but what I learned over the years was there are a lot of communities, and then we have different type of communities. I'm going to be giving you a sample, and then I'm going to be tying it into my own personal experience when it's come to building different communities, right? I think first of all, we need to. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to talk a little bit about myself. So I also co-founded No Code Academy. I so much love No Code, and then so I evangelize for No Code, and then I'm currently a female expert from Nigeria. So I live in Kwara State, Ilorin to be precise. I think you can see my slide. Okay, I want to be sure you can see my slide actually. Okay, fine. So, first thing, what is product-led communities? Because as I mentioned, that we have different type of community, and I'm going to be giving an example like Oscar, right? We have Oscar, we have Ingressive for Good, and then I co-founded a community called Quarabit as well, and then these are non-for-profit community, right? And then so they are quite different from product-led community. And then a good example is Prembly. Prembly is actually a product-led community. And then we have Paystack, we have Flutterwave, we have some other product-led kind of products, right? And then what is even the product-led communities? So they are just growth engine that combine the strength of your product and passionate community of users. And we are going to be having a product that solve problem, and then we have a passionate community of users, customers, that are in this community, that they are actively participating in the community to make your product very powerful, and strong. So they actually evangelize and advocate for your product, right? So we have to actually talk about the benefit of product community, because the first thing, based on my experience when I started building community for Prembly. Prembly is centered around API, so it's an API led kind of product. And then so I have to sit down and say, oh, how do I grow the community? So the first thing I need to grow is the API adoption. How do I put this product in front of developers, right? Compliance officers, partners, and then how do I foster loyalty between them and ensure that they're actually, integrating our API into their existing product, and at the same time, giving insight about the product and then giving reviews and feedbacks, right? And then these are the benefits of, product-led community, gaining, user insights, word of mouth marketing. I've met a lot of people while attending conferences, events, and then they have to like, oh, this is what we do, interacting and then telling, fellow developers or compliance officers about the products. And that is what actually make community strong. And then at the same time, support knowledge sharing. Because when I organize our second hackathon, and then I have to bring people from different backgrounds. So it's actually focused on Africa, and then we have to bring different people all over Africa to Lagos, for the physical event, for the demo day. And then I realized that a lot of developers are meeting themselves for the first time. And I was so excited, like you don't know someone before, and then you just meet in a Slack group, and then you started building product together to the extent of, launching amazing product, and then you win prizes. So you share knowledge. If you are a backend developer, another person is a front-end developer, maybe the person learn about how to integrate the API for the first time, participating in the hackathon. And another person actually realized, oh, this is actually the best way to actually craft, user experience for a particular product. So these are the benefit of product-led community compared to, our NGOs type of community. Although there's a lot of other things you can gain from, NGO kind of compared to, so they are actually deeper, and then so I'm going to be giving you deeper insight and examples around that. So let's move to the next slide. So I'd love to talk about the blocks of product community. So the first thing on my list is clear value proposition. Having define your unique value. What does the product actually solve? And then how do you retain community members? And the second is engaging platform. So what type of platform do you want to put together? When CLA want to launch their summit, so they have to realize that, they have to do a little bit research to know that they are going to be leveraging on us as a platform to actually bring people together. And then as you can see, from communication to sharing to engagement, as you can see, the platform is very, very awesome. And, they have to, do their research on which platform can actually be interactive and then bring people closer together. And you have to, first of all, think of, are you going to be leveraging on WhatsApp? Because you need to know your target audience. Are you going to be leveraging on Slack or Discord, right? For me, I'm leading different communities at Prembly. I'm leading community of developers, and I'm leading community for compliance officer, because our product is centered around compliance. And then I have to engage these people to ensure they are giving compliance updates. And then whenever we have any changes, maybe CBN have changes, or and NASDAQ have any changes into data migration or data management or data usage for Nigerian or for African country or some other emerging market that we currently support. So I have to be actively participate in this community and ensure everything is in line, and then we are able to bring out, shoot out information to our customers, right? You have to just know that this type of platform works for this kind of people. I don't want to bring bank CEO, right? For instance, I don't want to bring bank CEO into Discord. It doesn't work. So I can actually bring developer in together in a Discord channel, but it doesn't work for bank CEO or partners or founders. So you have to just ensure that you already understand your audience. And then meaningful engagement. What type of engagements are you actually going to foster kind of growth while leading product-led community? And the first thing is, I think what I do is share job updates in our community. And at the same time, aside from me sharing job, whenever we have any jobs, in the community, I ensure that the community member actually get the jobs. So last 2 months, we onboarded 4 backend developers from our community joining Prembly officially. And that's the power of community. And then, so this actually, bring people together. Oh, if I participate actively in this community, I can gain this kind of, I can, have this kind of opportunity as well. So you have to ensure you are bringing meaningful engagement, maybe events. So whenever we have any exclusive event, the first thing I have to do is to invite our community member first before you even go out on Twitter or any other social platforms, right? So when we have general events, when we have exclusive events, so I have to ensure that our community member benefit first, and that is, that is meaningful engagement for them. And the last thing I'm going to talk here is recognition and rewards. Last month, I actually launched a Prempeh open source community, right? Open source contribution, where I bring people together to actually leverage on our APIs to build SDKs, right? So we have Flutter developer, we have Java developer, Python, and some other kind of developer, right? And then we have technical writer as well. And then we have front-end developer to collaborate together, build amazing SDK for our existing API. And then we have an incentive reward ready, which is, we are giving them a provide directly from Prempeh, we are giving them badges, and then we are giving, exclusive invite. Maybe we are having events outside Nigeria, so we are going to invite active contributor and then sponsor their tickets outside Nigeria, maybe to Kenya, to Ghana, and so it's kind of reward that you can actually foster within your communities, and then it's going to make it super effective. And then, so strategies to build a product-led communities. This is very, very important. So from onboarding to creating content to events and then to gamification. And then what is onboarding? You know, onboarding are like inviting, creating a very amazing platform and strategic platform to ensure that you catches the attention of your target audience and then you bring them into your community. So that's our body basically. And then you're creating content. So what I do based on my experience in creating content is I actually launch a mini group on our Slack channel called Contribute to Articles. So you write articles, any type of article at all, and then there's an incentive for that article. So we are going to actually spotlight your article, and then you are going to be spotlight as the top contributor of the week. So I actually have like a program called Top Contributor of the Week. So every week we spotlight our top contributor because they are already contributing in one way or the other. But the main focus we do here is creating content. Either you're writing an article or you're writing, email newsletter, or you are, maybe just writing anything, right? It could be even maybe you are showcasing one of our products, maybe you're leveraging a video kind of, so anything at all works. And then gamification. I've talked about events, yeah, gamification. So I actually talk about it, just incorporating kind of badges, level, leadership. So if you go to Premly Open Source, we are going to see how all this thing actually works in real time. Because so if you go into Premly Open Source community, you are going to see the leadership board that we have, and then you're going to see the batches, and then we actually automated our batches on Git, right, to ensure you can actually share your profile with prospective client or employer that, oh, I've contributed to open source program in primary community, and then this is what I have. So we just ensure that we're at the same time, while you are contributing to the community, we are actually giving you leverages to showcase your talents to people outside the world. Nurturing and scaling the community. So there is no way we are going to talk about, growth that we are not going to be talking about, scaling. How do we scale community? So the first thing is dedicate resources, right, to actively manage your community. So what are the type of resources are you even dedicating, and then are you giving to your community members? For me, I give job opportunities, right, and then I share resources, links, and then whenever we have licenses, maybe free licenses. So the first person that is going to benefit is my community member, right, because they are loyal to my product, right, and then continue iteration, So what we do as a community manager is continuously searching for what works and what doesn't work, and then learning from it in the process. Regularly assess community needs, gather feedback, right? Because let me give you a scenario. After our hackathon, the first thing I needed to do then in 2022 was to get feedback. How does this hackathon actually works? Because we are building a product-led community, you are not just building community, you are not just bringing people together. You are building that community to actually grow your product. You are leveraging on your community to supercharge your marketing efforts, right? So as if you are in product-led kind of community, so you are actually a technical marketer, right? So that's what I call. So you're actually building a technical community, and then you have to be very, very leverage on feedback, what you are getting from community. So when we organize the hackathon, so I have to get feedback, do survey, and then what do we do right? What are we supposed to do? What actually works? So in case we are going to be launching another hackathon, so what should we do next? And then are we able to achieve our marketing aim? Because we spend over $30,000 to actually launch an hackathon, and then we have to get maybe 10% of what we spend in marketing, right? So we don't have to spend extra amount of money to do traditional marketing. So we should be able to leverage on the hackathon we did, and then grow our marketing from there. So you have to get feedbacks, and then keep evolving and improving. Because I think there are a lot of things that you just have to learn for the first time while building community. They will not tell you, and then you will not even see it coming. And those are that's the reason why you have to continuously iterate and then ask questions. I think I love what CL is doing in terms of bringing community managers together, because no way you are going to learn one or two things every day while you're attending events. And it's very important you attend events. as a community manager, because you're going to be seeing something someone do differently. So when I actually joined CLA, so I learned about NAS, for the first time. And then in my next program, so I'm going to be leveraging on these two. So I'm super excited that I learned something new, right? So partnership and integration. So you don't have choice. You have to partner with other communities. It is not supposed to be product-led communities. So if you want to partner with communities, so you can actually partner with other communities. Just ensure that their goal actually align with what you are building internally as a community manager. So integrate other people together. You're going to be having stakeholders, influencers, brand influencers, and so on. And then you can leverage them. And I mean, you can categorize, manage them across social channels. So partnership and integration are super important. So you cannot even do without them. Okay. I think we have questions. So I don't actually wanted to do slide, right? Because I really want us to be like an open conversation where I just talk about my experience, leading product-led community, and then people ask questions. Because I believe maybe someone is getting to know about product-led kind of community, and or maybe you want to actually learn strategies that you can borrow to actually grow your community. Maybe you are even building a product-led community and then you are stuck. I'll be glad to answer your questions if you have one. Thank you very much, guys.
Hi, thank you very much, Ibrahim, for that. Really appreciate you sharing your word of experience and knowledge with us. So, if anyone have any question, please do it to just use the hand stuff on Google Meets, so we could able to like queue up the questions and know where we could start from and who first could go with the question, or you just drop in your question on the chat session. We'll still have a few minutes to answer any question that you might have. Okay. Um, what I mean by the hand, not the reaction hand. There's like a particular hand whereby you can be able to raise your hand. You can use that, or you could just drop your question on the chat. Okay. Yeah, see, I think we have like 7 minutes for this session to come to an end. Okay, I think there's a queue up already. And again, please do wait to tweet about this session. Any insights you got from the session, please go to tweet about it and also share with other community managers and leaders within your network. And again, don't forget that we're having another session by 7 p.m. Okay, I think I see an name, Bashi. Did I get that name correctly? Please, like, do it. Just omit your mind.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you actually pronounced it right, but yeah, anything in my back there, anyone.
Hi, Bachi. I'm
Thank you
not
very
sure we could Bachi. Your voice is
well.
kind of like covered a bit. Can you just like speak louder a bit?
So,
How about man? How about now?
Any get you? So
No.
yeah, perfect. Works well, perfect.
All right. So thank you very much. My question is, thank you very much, Basil. My question now is, in the places in an instance where should my question be directed? My question is actually like about a product-led community, more or less a service-led. So that is service, because this is a community where what we do is we provide services. Yeah. So now, in the places where okay now the community is not generating revenue, it's just from okay once in a while you run projects and you get uh you just run projects, maybe personal projects or the community led projects that you do with other people, so you can get some maybe small revenue from all of those places. So now, how do you do when, because I actually have this idea of giving community members incentives for them to provide content for the community or content to be posted on the community platform or any other place, social media and all of that, or even a blog. So in the if you're not generating revenue, what else can you use instead of giving incentives? Yeah, we understand that like giving them, just spotlighting them, they're getting that publicity and all of that. What else can you use as a reward for the community members or the ones that provide content, obviously?
Okay. Thank you very much, Bashir. So I think that's amazing question. So it goes to gamification, right? Why, if you, because I don't normally advise community manager to propose, giving money, right? So when it's not even necessary. So, but you can actually implement some other incentives, that will attract the community member. And then everybody that is coming to the communities just need to have it at the back of your mind that you're not coming here to make money. You're coming here to like make impact and help people, and at the same time get helped. So the best way you can actually do that is maybe you can just have like you can design your community gift box, right? If you don't want to give them money, so you can just have like community gift box where you have several items inside of the box that you believe your community member will love. So as for me, I have a community gift box, for Premly. I have socks, I have ball, I have flash drive, I have Jota, I have water bottle inside the box, right? And then whenever I push this out, a lot of people really love it. So I even get comments like, "Oh, I really love what you actually put inside the box." So some people don't even need your money, but you just have to be thoughtful about what you can give them, even if it's just 500 naira stuff. It could go a long way, and then it could be super helpful to them. So you can just think around a creative way or a creative gift items that you can actually put together and then give them. I think it's going to go a long way. And what actually realize about leading developers community is I understand that developers love shirts, right? Maybe you can just have your branded shirts, and then it's even part of marketing. So at the same time you're marketing and then you are giving them. So developer love shirts, honestly. Personally, I have a startup called DevSwags, and then I've sold over 2,000 shirts. They are even using their money to buy. And then another good example is whenever I organize Qualabit conference, and then we have this designer in-house. The guy is very talented, so he come up with amazing design. And whenever we are even organize our conference and then we give out shirts, people come says, "Oh, I want to buy this shirt. I really love the shirt." And that is to give you the insight that developers love branded material. So I think I'm not sure if I answered your question. Do I?
Yeah. You actually, I like the points where the swag box idea. I love that. And about swags, I know everybody loves swags. Yeah, then
Exactly.
so
Thank
yes, my other question now is now in the situation where one person, let's say for example now, I lead two communities. Obviously we have people that lead more than two communities. Okay. I lead two communities where their goal or their field is similar or same. Let me not really particularly same, but like very, 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 very similar. And we all know that community managers are supposed to be in the face of that product or the product of that community. Okay, whenever they talk about this particular thing or this community, you should always be the first person that will pop up on people's face and be like, yeah, this guy is taking it, but like you understand that visibility and that I don't want to call it hype, but you should be the face of the community, right? Just like like that. How do you juggle that instance where you need two communities that have similar goals, similar goals or aims rather?
Okay. I think currently I lead more than 6, or let's say 6 to 7 communities currently, right? And then when I got my job offer, so the first thing my employer asked me my recent offer, right? So are you going to be leading other communities? Are you sure it's not going to affect, this particular communities you are trying to build? And my answer was, I'm going to be building other community. And the reason is simple. So if you have other communities and then you have another community, so it's going to supercharge each other and then it's going to help each other grow. Why I joined the first community, so I was able to grow the community in my first 3 months. I was able to grow community like 300%, right? And the reason was I was able to leverage on other communities that I already have, the existing communities that I have. So I was able to leverage on those communities to grow the new community I'm trying to build. You get? So it is you as a manager to know how to multitask and how to effectively manage these communities. So what I tell people, if you want to manage several community, you have to be a program manager, right? And then what is program? So program manager is basically managing multiple projects, right? So take your community as a project, other communities as a project, and then how do you effectively manage them and ensure you don't skip out, of your scope of work, right? So building two or several communities is not even an issue, because I believe everybody that are here are community manager, and I must say, and I'm very certain that all of you here as a community manager manage more than one community, because when you start a particular community, it's going to give you another room to actually build another community. And that is it. Let me give you an instance. When we launched Quora in 2018, we realized that we need to have innovation support network, and then we launched Quora Innovation Support Network. And then that's how it goes, right? Maybe I answer your question. I'm not sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I get the vibe. I'm also a program manager, so I understand that. I will use that skill to just juggle that. Thank you very much for everything, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for your question. Thanks. All right, so guys, please, if you have any other questions, let me know, and then you can actually connect with me on Twitter. So at Tech Contractor. All right. Okay, Timothy, how we done?
Okay, yeah. Amazing session. I think like we like overboard, right? So I like we are 3 minutes from the scheduled time. So again, if anyone have any question, let's just let's keep it open. If anyone have any question, you can still shoot in your questions. But if not, yeah, you could follow you follow him on Twitter. I think his handle is there at tech_contractor. Also, you can be able to ask another question you have on the WhatsApp group. I think again, able to get this question answered. Amazing session. So please, I think I already have the slides. So what we're doing later on after the whole summit, we're sharing the recording and also the link to the slide. We're going to like again go through the whole session again and also like get the slide. Yeah, making that available to everyone. So I think that's that for our first session today. If you want to stay hang around till 7 p.m., you are free to do that. But our next session is by 7 p.m. With an AD. So yeah, I could be your DJ for the next that's like 56 minutes. But that's a really crazy long time. But then what we could do, we could just end our conversation for now and start a new one by 7 p.m. So thank you very much for joining in and see
All right.
you by 7 p.m. Thank you,
All right,
Brian.
thanks everyone for coming to my talk. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah. All right, everyone.
Everyone's